So welcome to the new Mercedes A-Class. Now, I've been out in a couple of these already. I went out in a manual one, went out in a kind of a bigger engine one as well, but I thought I'd go for the entry level version of it. So this is the Mercedes A-Class Urban, and Urban is the entry level model. Now, this one comes with a 1.5 CDI engine from Mercedes. Now it has a few extras on it. It has an automatic box and it has a colour reversing camera, which is basically nearly all the options that are on this one. And just to make it clear, this is the national launch of the car.
So that means I only get a short time with the car. But there's a 1.5, 1.8 diesel and a 1.6 and 2 litre petrol.
The car actually starts out about 26 grand in Ireland. That's the petrol one. Diesel one is about 28 grand.
And the test car is 32 grand with a few options on it.
32 for what's in this. Remember, this is an automatic. Okay, this is a full auto box with stop start, and it has lots of controls. Now, one thing a bit weird with Mercedes is that they don't do controls like other car companies. So the windshield wipers are on a stalk here, but you twist to make them come on. The gear stick is on a stalk on this side, so it's got drive, neutral, reverse and park all on a stalk rather than having any gear shift in the middle. So there's nothing in the centre, just some cubby holes.
While the suspension is on the firm side of hard, it's never uncomfortable.
The steering is generally light. This automatic one, of course, is simple to drive. You put in D and go. Don't even have to move your left arm for anything, really. Apart from the radio controls. Now the radio still looks like the Mercedes radio. It's a bit like a gramophone style on the front, but they have simplified the controls to some degree with just a kind of left and right on it, and I have an eco button, and I have some other, what's that button do? What's that do? Oh, sports mode. There's a sports mode, and then there's an eco mode, and then there's some other manual mode. Is it manual? So there's Eco Sports and manual mode on it, because I actually have a flappy paddle box in this one, which I think has 6 gears. But the range looks very good. I have to say, from the middle one up, but they actually all look good. Now, I feared when I seen the pictures of the A-Class, I actually seen it at the Geneva Motor Show last year as well. I feared that I was going to see the Irish spec one and go, yeah, that doesn't look anything like the one that I seen at the show. But actually it does, you know. It's just got some extra little bits thrown in. This is a very pleasant cabin, even though it's quite dark in here. Like I said, this is the basic entry-level version.
While the A-Class is really going to put it up to the competition, the position of the controls is a little weird.
There's a more logical layout to the lights are here and the indicators are here, and I know the wipers could do with another stalk, and the one that you think is the wipers is actually the gearbox. So it's a bit weird like that, when in automatic, of course. The manual version, that's actually quite good. It's got a decent little pickup from the engine. The gearbox is nice and smooth. The car itself is actually quite smooth to drive, but this automatic one is actually lovely. It's just lovely. I'm surprised.
I thought the 1.5 diesel at 109 brake horsepower would be underpowered, but it's actually pretty good.
Very quiet, very refined, much more Mercedes of old. A lot more refinement, not bad in the handling, good bit of body roll. In a roundabout now. Fair bit of body roll. I won't complain too much about that one, mind you. I'm actually in Stillorgan now. But it's very waft. For a 1.5, it's very wafty. You know, you'd expect to be a bit more noisy or coarse or something because it's quite a small engine, but it's actually very, just wafts along, glides along the road. Suspension is set up for comfy, I'll say that. The brakes are a tiny bit grabby every once in a while. It just takes a while to kind of find that point where you're not, your face isn't going bang against the windscreen.
The new A-Class is in showrooms now, starting at 26,435. Expect a full review in January. Like, subscribe, comment, or all three.